I was diagnosed with lupus a few years ago, and it was a diagnosis that I really struggled to receive, but the joint pain that I was suffering from, along with many of the other side effects of the lupus, I couldn't deny it any longer.
I had neuropathy in both feet. I went 2 years without even being able to wear shoes. You can see I've got shoes on right now.
My husband and I, we moved to Panama, and we wanted to live our best lives here, and the pain was a little stifling. I was having range of motion issues in my shoulders. A week before I was to leave to go get my procedure done, I was introduced to Paul, and he asked me all these questions, and I couldn't answer the questions. There were questions that I didn't know I needed to be asking, and so I got a little concerned, and so I canceled the procedure in Panama City and continued to be educated by Paul, and that it was quite possible going to be the cure that I needed.
When Kimber decided to go get stem cells, Colombia seemed like a very interesting place to go with experienced doctors, and I decided that I would go ahead and get stem cells.
I would have to say it was a great experience. We received them inhalation, we received them by IV, and then we received them in our spine. What I loved the most about working with his doctor is he addressed not just the medicinal side of lupus, but he also talked to me about the emotional side.
These legs weren't used for quite a time, but after stem cells, I've been able to move, to walk, and to get around, and it's amazing.
And we can now walk the beach together, which is something
that... And we share much more together.
So the inflammation is really the cause of the pain that I was suffering from. And I'd get up in the morning and my fingers hurt, my knees hurt. I could just feel the inflammation. And so I had some pretty significant immediate results from the stem cells, which seemed a little grandiose and maybe surreal. But I think it was because the inflammation is what was resolved first. And I wasn't taking any more NSAIDs, which are a anti-inflammatory, and they're really bad for the liver. So I've been off of that medicine. I've been off of my blood pressure medicine, and my blood pressure is normal, which it hasn't been normal for a couple of years. But the inflammation really damages the body, and I don't know what role it's played in my migraines, my blood pressure, but I do know it's played a huge role in my pain. And to have that inflammation gone, it gave me room to, without having to go get a steroid shot, to move my arms further and kind of get into more of a pain-free range of motion with my arms. You realize one day, wow, that didn't hurt like it normally did. And those are the little ahas that I've been having. And I've not had a migraine since I received the stem cells.
The pain was less. But the thing for me about inflammation, which finally hit me, is the fact that people were telling me, my God, you've lost some weight. And I go, I've lost some weight. You know, I wasn't on a diet. I wasn't trying to lose weight. There's nothing I was doing. And, you know, it's like 3 or 4 people were telling me that. And the only thing I could attribute that to is the inflammation, that my body was swollen from the pain that I'd constantly been in. And a nice side benefit. It was a great thing.
It was very personable. You could tell that they really wanted us to have the best possible results. And Paul was amazing as far as encouraging us, answering questions, making sure that we got the post-care that we needed.
If you're going to invest in something that's going to increase the value of your life. It's going to increase the happiness and the joy you have about living. So the rest of the time you might have, you could have it in a much better way.